Starting over here, 4 lines to the bottom, Tezayin Amud Beis. Omri v'domer Ravasi. Okay?
Yeah.
Ovid kochom shekidish bizman hazeh. A guy who marries a woman today, and he marries a Jewish woman, choshen l'kedushin. We have to be choshish that it may be a kedushin. Why? Shema me'aser shvotim. Maybe the goy, which you call a goy, he's from the Sheva Shvotim, the Aser Shvotim. So there's a question. We'll call the Porish Meruba Porish. The majority of the world are goyim. So if you go after Rov, he's a goy. And that verse is beduchta de kvig. It was speaking in the location where they originally went to Aser, where they were exiled to, and it happened in that. So it's not they came from somewhere else. So even though they goyim there, and the majority, it doesn't make a difference because we have principle kol kavua k'mechzel mechdodami. Since that is the location, therefore we don't apply the principle of Rov. So therefore, Ravasi says, Rav Yehuda says, name Ravasi. Therefore, we have to be suspect to kedusha, maybe a kedusha, and therefore she needs a get. Domer Rabba Barkano. Rabba Barkano said, he quotes the posuk. This posuk is a posuk in Melochim. It says, Vayinochem b'chalach u'b'chavor nar gozon v'orei modai. That's the posuk. This was where Ashur, when they exiled the 10 tribes, this is the location they took them to. Okay? It says, Vayogel melch Ashur es Yisrael Ashura. The king of Ashur, he had taken them to exile to Ashura, Vayanchem, and he led them, B'cholach u'b'chovor nar gozen v'orei modai. That's the posuk. So now what are these locations? What are these cities? So it says, Omer Rav Yehuda, the Omer of Abba Barkano, Vayanchem b'chalach b'chovor nar gozen v'orei modai. Chaloch ze Chalozon. Chaloch is the city called Chalozon. Okay? B'chovor zu Chadayev. Or next page.
It says it's a river.
No, that's Nahar Gozan. We're not there yet. That's Nahar Gozan. We're not there. Going to the first one. Chovor zu Chadayev. Nahar Gozan. What is the river of Gozan? The Ginzik. It's the Ginzik River, right? Orai Modai. What is the cities of Modai? Zu Chemdon. V'chavrosetz. Chemdon and the cities in that area, that environment. Barmin law, others say it's Nior. It's not Chemdon, it's Nior. The Chavrusel, now Chavrusel man, what does it mean, the cities in that vicinity? What are those cities? Rav Shmuel, Krach, Mushchi, the city which extends, which is Chitki v'Domakya. That's what they're called. Okay? Rav Yochanan, V'Kulna Psul. And we say that these cities, all the people there are all Pasul, meaning they're Mamzerim. The Mamzerim. So Rashi says, Ruban Mamzerim. Why they Mamzerim? Why they illegitimate? Shnidbu Asar Shvotim B'Ovdes Kochom. They all married shiksas. Ubeneim Arein Kisraelim. V'Noben Isa Mamzer. So since the women were Jews, and the Goyim had relations, so the child would discuss now Akma Bab Hashel's Mamzer, and therefore they were all Mamzerim. And afterwards, so if the children, but they conducted like goyim, so brothers married sisters and parents married children, it was a mess. Therefore, kula psul. Ki amrida kamida Shmuel. So this was what Rav Yehuda said in Ravasi. So when it was said over to Shmuel, before Shmuel, what Ravasi had said, Amalei b'nocha bo min Yisrael is called bintcho. Bintcho, a child that's born from a Jewish mother is called your child. It's a Jew. But a person who fathers a child from a shiksa, it's not your child, it's a goy. Ella beno, it's considered her child. Vo'ika benos, so that's what he says basically. What about the women? That's true. If the wives were goyim, it's not a question of mamzerus. But what about the goyim who had relations with, who took Jewish women as wives? V'omer avino shmamino. So what do we see from that? Ben bitcha abo ben oved kochovim. Your grandchild who comes from a goy, kori bintcha. Gemiri, so not the Gemara says, the reason why Shmuel disagreed, Gemiri, because it's been passed in tradition, the Batsadu, Dora, it's the root. When they were taken into exile, all the daughters, as a result of the difficulty of the journey, all their reproductive organs actually stopped functioning. So therefore, it's like they were pierced. So who were able to father children? Only the men. So since the wives were goyim, therefore they're goyim. So therefore there's no question of mamzerus, right? Because everybody agrees that if the mother If the child is fathered from a non-Jewish mother, the child's a goy. Finished. Igad Amri, another version of this. Kamrita Kami de Shmuel, when they said over Ravasi, he said before Shmuel, Amalei lo zozim ishom, he says, you don't have to be concerned, because when they heard what happened with Aser Shvotim, lo zozim ishom at she'osam ovdi gochom gemurim, they decreed that they should be ovdi gochom like goyim, shnemar b'Hashem bagodu, because they betrayed God, ki bonim zorim yolodu, they had children with zorim. Zorim means they were strangers, they were estranged. So even though on a Torah level initially they were Jewish, they decree that they should be treated like goyim. Therefore, there's no illegitimacy which has relevance to them. I mean, you have to understand but if factually they were Jews, I mean, how could you decree they shouldn't be Jews? They're Jews. Not sure. Does he say anything there? There's a famous Biri over here that the Chacham have the ability to actually change their status to classify them as goyim. What does he say?
It's a Gentile from the righteous with the 10 tribes settlers is certainly not a Jew capable of that. The Kedusha generally accepted opinion among the authorities is that this was a one-time decree that applied only to the exile with 10 tribes.
Yeah.
There's no bearing for apostate Jews.
Right. They're still Jews. Yosef Rav Yosef. Now here, this is what we left over you. Now we left over here. Yosef Rav Yosef Achori de Rav Kana. Rav Yosef was sitting behind Rav Kana. Yosef Rav Kana Kamei de Rav Yehuda. And Rav Kana was sitting before Rav Yehuda. Yosef Komar, and he said, Rav Kana said over, Rav Kana originally was from Bavel. He fled and he went to Eretz Yisrael. So seemingly Rav Yosef was in Bavel. Rav Yosef wasn't there. So this was still when Rav Kana was in Bavel, was still in Bavel. Because Rav Yosef was sitting behind Rav Kana. Rav Kana was sitting before Rav Yehuda. Yosef Komar Asidin Yisrael Da'avdi Yom Tova. Ultimately, they're going to make a celebration. Ki Chorvei Talmud. When Talmud was going to be destroyed, yeah? Because since it was all Mamzerim, so therefore it'll be a time to celebrate when that community will be destroyed. So Mar asks a question, V'choriv, right? It's already been destroyed. He says, Ahu Talmud Havoy. It wasn't Talmud with a resh, it was Talmud. So he's saying at the end of time, when Talmud will be destroyed, it'll be a time to celebrate. Ravashia Mahainu Talmud Hainu Talmud. Yeah, it's the same city. Same city. So what does he mean to say that in the future they're going to make a celebration when it's destroyed? What does that mean? Meaning they resettled themselves. When one side of the city was, let's say the northern part of the city was destroyed, they settled the southern side of the city. The Chorv Ma'agisa, also Ma'agisa. Even when one part of the city was destroyed, they resettled on the other side. So therefore, ultimately, when it'll be totally destroyed, that's when they're going to celebrate. Yosef Rav Hamnuna Kami du Ula. Yeah? Rav Hamnuna was sitting before Ula, V'kohavi b'shmaitzo. Yeah? And he posed a question regarding halacha. Right? You hear this? Rav Hamnuna posed a question to Ula b'shmaitzo, in some halachic ruling. Yeah? 1 second. He was asked, so we'll see in a moment. Oma mar gavro, uma guvre. You hear this? He says, who are you and what is your ability? Ilav darpanyo, mosei. He says, you come from Harpanya. Harpanya was a city of illegitimate people. He's questioning his pedigree. He embarrassed him. Who are you to ask? Who are you? Who do you think you are? He was embarrassed. Omalei. So he asked them. So Ula says to Rav Hamnuna, he says, Kasav gugalto lehechod yovis. When you pay taxes, who do you pay taxes to? Right? Omalei from Naro, I pay taxes. That means he thought he was from this community of Harpanya, which are all illegitimate people. So there's a question of who you are. He said, no, I pay taxes from Naro. From Naro were kosher Jews. Omalei, see, when he heard he pays taxes to Fumnaro, it became Fumnaroat. See, from Naro, you're a kosher Jew, therefore you are somebody. You're a person of standing. My Harpanya, what is Harpanya? What is this place Harpanya? Omar Abzero, Harsha Kol Ponimbo. You hear this? It's a mount everybody looks at. What does that mean? Kol Psulim, he says, a person who can't find a wife because of his question, he goes there. He can find whatever he wants over there. You know, it's like the Wild West when it comes to pedigree. Nobody checks on you. It's like going to, to Nevada to get married.
Yeah.
We learned the Bryce, a person who doesn't know his family, where he comes from, or his shevet, nifta l'sham, no questions asked. Omar Rova v'amuka mishol yidis, and that location, it's deeper than hell. Sheol is the lowest level of Gehenna. That community, they're really lower than the lowest level of Gehenna. They're going out of existence. Shenemar, as it says, miyad shol efteim, mimovis egolim. Hashem says, I will redeem them from Sheol, from the lowest level of Gehenna. You're going to be redeemed. From death, you will be redeemed. V'ilu psul didu leslu. Yeah? Right? There's no remedy for their psul. Takanta psule darpanyo. Mishum psule demeshan, upsule demeshan. He says, what's the reason? Because of the invalidation of meshan, psule meshan, mishum psule de tarmud, mishum avdi shlom. Where does it all go back? It goes back, we had earlier, because the avdi shlom were wealthy, they took Jewish wives. V'haynu damri ichi, kova rabbav kova zuto. Minger, he says, whether it's a large measure or a small measure, it rolls. It rolls from one place to another. V'ozel l'shol, and it goes, where does it go? All the way to hell. There, umishol l'tarmud, and after Shol, which is the lowest level of Gehenna, you go to Tarmud, which you said before, they'll make a celebration when that community is destroyed. Umitarmud l'meisha, meisha l'arpanyo. Second. Yeah. He says, Eva Gadol, Eva Katano, Shneim Muvosim, Klub Kalapsulim, Zgaldim, Yorim, Lishol, Mishol, the Talmud, Klum Mishol, Gavo, Shol is higher than Talmud, and from Talmud they go to Zgaldim, Mishol, the Talmud, Vitaimot, Kedlel, Yodi Genim, Iko, Takato. Okay, Hadron Lo Chamesh Esri Noshim, Hadron Lo, Hadron Lo, Chamesh Esri, Hadron Lo, Hadron Lo, Chamesh Esri Noshim, Hadron Lo, Ketzad. Eishes Ach Shloi Bolom. What's the case of Eish Ach Shloi Bolom? It was discussed in one of the cases where the child was born, the brother died, and then the father had another child. So when the woman became a Yevama, this brother wasn't alive yet. So this woman, the Yevama, he can never do Yibum. 2 seconds. Sorry. Well, Shnei Achim, you have two brothers. One dies. V'nolan Ach, you hear this? And then a brother subsequently was born. Listen to the story. Now, the second brother who was alive, he's permitted to Yibum.
Right.
Umes. And then he dies. Okay, so now, when he dies, she forced the Yibum from the brother. They were alive at the same time. But since this woman was originally the wife of the brother who lived when he wasn't alive, okay? The first one, meaning the one who was the original wife of the first brother, she's Eisha Shalei B'Lomo. What about if the brother who did Yibum, he has another wife? So she's a tzara of the Eisha to that one. And the second one goes free. She needs no chalitza, nothing, because she's the tzara of the Eisha Shalei B'Lomo. No, Hill is always, because Shammai rejects the concept of Tzorah.
Right.
Yeah, it's Hill, of course. Base Hill, not Hill. Base Hill. Also, but Maimer. What about if he did Maimer? Umes. Right, 1 second. So that Maimer is only rabbinical. On a Torah level, said really she's the wife of the second brother was never a Tzorah to the Eshesach, because he never did Yibum. Shniya, so the second wife, the brother who was born after the passing of the first brother gives chalitza to the tzora because she's not really a tzora.
Right.
Okay, good. Omer Rav Nachman. Man detoni rishon lo mishtabish. The one who uses the term the first one, it's not incorrect text. Man detoni shnei lo mishtabish. It's also not incorrect. Yeah, meaning so Rashi says the one who refers to the one who falls before Levi as the first one. Rishona, you see.
Right.
even though it's the second time she fell, it's not incorrect. And the one who refers to it as Shnei also not. The Gemara will explain what this means. Manditoni Rishona Lo Mishtabish My Rishona Linafila. Right? This is the first time she's falling.
Right.
This is, you have Ruvain, Shimon, Levi. Ruvain dies. Okay, Levi hasn't been born yet.
Right.
So now Levi was born. Now Shimon goes and does Yibum on Ruvain's wife. Now Shimon has a second wife.
Right.
When he dies, now the tzara, when she falls, this is the first time she's falling.
Right.
So that's Rishona. She's referred to because it's the first time in the Nefila.
Right.
Correct? Okay? My Rishona Nefila. Manditoni Shniya. The one who refers to it as the second one. Lo Mishtabish. My Shniya. Shniya Linisuin. Right? So Rashi says, what does it mean? Shniya Shel Sheni. Shu Hayanosik Var Ha'acheres Kshenofla Zos Lefonov. Right?
She became his second wife.
Milo Askinon. Milo Askinon the Yibim Vakakonas. Aren't we speaking about that what? The way we're speaking about now, he was married to his wife, and then the brother dies. What about he first did Yibum, and then afterwards he married the second wife? Right? He says, aren't we speaking about the Yibim Vakakonas? Maybe he first did Yibum. He had no other wife. He did Yibum, and now he marries another woman. Shimon marries another woman. Elamai Shni Shni Ben Nesuin. She's the second one to be married.
Right.
Meaning, okay. Now we're going. Where does it say in the Torah? Where do you see that the brother, to be able to form Yibum, he has to be alive when his brother dies? Why, if he's born afterwards, he's not within the parsha? He's not. She's off limits. Then why? Where do we see this? It says in the Torah, "Ki yeshu achim yachtov." Yeah. It says when it speaks about Yibum, they all were alive at the same time. Yeshu achim yachtov. Okay. Shoisem yeshiva achas ba'olam. They all were alive at the same time. What does that come to exclude? Prat, to exclude Eishus achim shloi ba'olamo. Yep. So the Gemara says, Yachtov Yuchad Benachlo. What does the Yachtov come tell me? That they're all heirs. Now, who inherits? Only if they're brothers from the father.
Right.
If you have brothers from a mother, they don't inherit from one another. No. It's only, okay, so the word Yachtov, Yuchad Benachlo, they have to be brothers from the same father. Prat L'ochiv Min Ha'im. Okay? To exclude if it's a brother related to the mother, not. Okay? So again, how do we know Achim and Av? Of course, Ki Yeshvu, the word Yeshvu tells me they're all alive at the same time. Yachtov tells me they have to be Achim min Av, not Achim min Aim. Rabbi says, you don't need this. Achim min Av. He says, you know how I know they have to be Achim min Av? Not from the word Yachtov. Yolef Achva Achva min Yaakov. I have Gzera Shava. It says Achva, and it says Achva by Yaakov. What is it? Just by Yaakov, all the brothers they shared the same father. Ma'al min Av. Somebody asks a question. What are you learning the Gzer Shava to Yaakov's children? Over there, they were related through the father. Leilef achva achva me'arayos. Right?
Right.
We speak about the wife of a brother. Does it make a difference if it's a brother where they're related to the mother or the father? We didn't make any differentiation.
Right.
So maybe regarding Yibum, we should also not make any differentiation. Like by arayos. Somewhere else. Leilef achva achva me'arayos. Somewhere says, Donin achim me'achim, because when you make a Gzera Shava, you equate words which are the same words. You learn achim me'achim, vein donim achim me'ochicho. Because by Arise it says ochicho, Eshes ochicho. By Yaakov it says achim, and it says over here ki yeshu achim. So therefore it's preferable. Someone says, "My nafkamina." Who says the words have to be identical? Regarding the laws, if you have tzaras of a house, it says v'shava kohen ba kohen. They're two different words. They're not even the same word. The kohen returns and he comes. Zui shiva zui bia. Somewhere says hani mili hecha the leka midi the domile. Meaning, if you have no choice, so even if the words are not the same, you equate one word to another. But if you have a choice and you have a question, two words are exact, and other words which are not exact, it's preferable to go with the words that are exact. The domi, you have two words which are the same. You learned the two words, so since it's by Yaakov, it says achim. It says by Yibam Achim. What does Achim mean by Yaakov? They share the same father. Same thing over here. Good. Smart, good question. Now, V'leilif Akva Achim Lot. Right? Lot was Avram Avinu's nephew. And you know what it says over there? It says, what did Yaakov say? What did Avram say to Lot when they separated? He says, Anoshim Achim Anachnu. So maybe Yibam should even apply to a nephew's wife. Because Lot was the nephew of Avram. T'chsiv ki Anoshim Achim Anachnu.
Okay.
So he referred Achim. Mistavro. So why are you learning from Yaakov that they have to be related to the father? Maybe even a nephew, Yirmiyah and his wife. The laws of Yibam even applies to a nephew's wife.
Okay.
It's a good question. And of course it says Achim just like it says Bnei Yaakov Achim. So why do I favor Ya'achva Achva to Yaakov? Why did they learn Achim to Avram Avinu? By Lot? You don't get it?
I got it. So, but we say that you can only do it once, not twice.
No, it's the same word. It's the exact same word. Why do we go to Yaakov? Let's say Achim to Lot.
Right, but we already resolved it with
We didn't. We didn't resolve it. We said Yaakov is preferable over Arayus.
Right.
Because it says Ochicho, here it says Achim.
Right.
But by Lot it also says Achim.
Okay.
Okay, that's the question.
Not resolved.
Right? So why don't we learn from Lot? It says Ki Anoshim Achim Nachnu. Mistavro min Yaakov. It's more logical than why? Mishum, no. It has nothing. Mishum de Mafni. Because really the word Achim by Yeshu Achim Yaakov, by Yaakov, it's superfluous. The word Achim, the Torah could have written a different word. Why? When they came, what does it say? When they came for Yosef, they thought he was the viceroy, and they said, we're 12 brothers of the same father. What if you come for your slaves? They should say, we're your servants. Why did they refer to them as Achim? So the word Achim, the Torah wrote Achim with a specific intent. To learn the Gzerah Shavah. So the word Achim really is superfluous. Only was written Achim to learn the Gzerah Shavah to Yibum. Okay? Because Midhavale l'michus shneim avodecho b'nei Avinu uchsiv Achim, but yet the Torah writes Achim shma mino lafnuye. So the reason why the Torah writes the word Achim by Yosef, when Yaakov's right, to tell us the word is extra to learn the Gzerah Shavah. Dikosev, yeah, rega. V'itzrich l'michtav Achim, v'itzrich l'michtav Yaakov. Now we have a problem. Because we said earlier, Yaakov tells me that the Yuchodim l'nachlo. So what do we? So he's asking, so what do we need the Gzerah Shavah? So according to Rabbi, we need the Gzerah Shavah. So he says, so what do you use Yaakov for? He says, if I don't have Achim, have a mina leilaf Achim, Achim ilot. I would learn from Lot. Why would I learn from Lot? Maybe you say by Lot the word Achim is not extra. No. Layafnuye. Mafni says, no, that's also extra. Why? He should say, we're friends. We're intimates. Are they brothers? He was a nephew. Uksiv Achim, right? But yet Torah writes Achim, Shma mino lafnuye. So I have two words, Achim, which are extra. So now I have a question. Do I learn it to Lot? Or do I learn it to Yaakov's children? Because Rachmana Yachtav Yuchodim L'nachla. It's the Achim, which all are heirs. Which brothers are heirs? They're from the same father. Right, not a nephew. Good. Because Rachmana Yachtav. So let her write just Yachtav. What do I need Achim? Because Rachmana Yachtav Amina Yachti Babi V'imo. Hear this? Maybe it means they have to be so related, they have to be related through both parents. By Yibum. Maybe you have to be a full brother and sister, a full brother from mother and father. How do we know being a half brother through the father is sufficient? Yeah. And therefore it says Yachtov. Yeah. Therefore the Torah says Achim. Where is it? Because Rachmana Yachtav Amidin Yachti Baba Mimot Tzricha. Therefore I learned from Achim, from Yaakov, that being a half brother, as long as it's through the father, that is sufficient. Samar, okay, stop. Samar says, he says, where do we learn out Yibum? Where do we see Yibum has relevance to an heir? He says, Tola Rachmana, Torah Rachmana. Tola Rachmana v'nachlu min av, lo min aim. He says, but we find the Torah already says inheritance, right? It says when the Yovim does the Yibum, he inherits, he takes over the estate of the brother who died. Right. So what do I need? Now we're back to square. What do we need? What do we need? Nachlo. It's Zochtem Hove Chidushu Kumishtari Ervo. It's a Chidush that normally she's an Erva, she's an Eshesach. A brother's not permitted to marry the wife of the brother.
Right.
And here the Torah says, yes, I say, here, how related they have to be? They have to be related through the mother and father. Being related only through the father may not be sufficient. Here, Mishtari Erva Gabe, Emo Adim Yachti Ba'aba Ube'ima. Under normal circumstances, normally the father's enough, but over here, since it's an erva, the Torah's been permitting an erva, maybe they have to be so fully related, it has to be a full brother through the mother and father. That the Torah learns, Yachtov, no, that as long as they're related through the father, that's sufficient.
So just a question, in the Torah it says the husband's son or daughter or the wife's son or daughter, it's an erva. So why can't we use that as a source?
No, it has nothing to do with it. It doesn't say Achim. Achim.
I know, but here we're talking about really who qualifies as the Yibum.
No, because it has to be a brother.
Right, so,
But maybe it's a full brother. How do you know it's only a half brother through the father? Maybe it has to be a full brother through mother and father. Has not. What is the with a son or a grandson?
right, so it's
Has no. It's not because they have. Not because they have.
right,
Torah says you have to be a brother,
right,
right? A nephew has no relevance to Yibum. A brother. So when Torah says brother, does it mean a brother from the father, brother from the mother, or maybe it means a brother from the father and the mother? I would think maybe it has to be a full brother. Why? Because since over here it's an erva, maybe it says, when a brother has the responsibility to do Yibum, if he's fully related from the father and the mother. Torah writes, Yachtav, no, it's no different than inheritance. Just as inheritance is only from the father, identically here, it's only from the father is sufficient. Good, as you said. Now, something new now. We finished everything there. Now, what's the halacha? A person is not permitted to marry his mother-in-law. A man's married to a woman, he divorces his wife dies, then he wants to marry his mother, he's not permitted. What about a brother is married to a woman, the daughter of a woman. Let's say he married his sister-in-law's mother, and then his brother dies. There's no Yibum, because the woman who forced the Yibum is the daughter of his wife, right? What happens? What happens. The brother's married to a woman, and the woman is the daughter of a woman who's single. So now he dies, so now she's a Yevama. The Yevama is associated with the surviving brother. Is the brother, before he does Yibum, is he permitted to marry the mother of the Yevama? Because he's not married to her. So you'd say, seemingly he is, or because there's a Zika. Since there's some kind of degree of bond, then he's not allowed to. Is he permitted, not permitted? That's the discussion now. Okay? So we're talking about something else now. Unrelated to what we discussed until now. Okay? Omer Avuna, Omer Rav. Ravuna says, Shomeres Yovom Shemeso. 1 second. Let's say she died. He never did Yibum. The Yevama died before he was able to do Yibum.
right. So that marriage bond is broken.
So there's no Zika left.
Right.
Muta B'imo. Now he's permitted to marry the mother. But yet we say if a man's married to a woman and his wife dies, even though there's no relationship any longer, doesn't make a difference. Once a mother-in-law, always a mother-in-law.
Right.
Right? He's not a period. But by Yibum, if she'd be alive still, we'll discuss in a moment, he shouldn't marry. He's not. But if she dies, since Zika is not marriage, it is a degree of bond. So if she dies, he can marry the mother of her. Alma. So evidently, what does Rav hold? There's a Rafun named Rav. Ain't Zika. That the original attachment doesn't mean anything. That once it dissipates, it's nothing. Right?
Right.
Samar says, because there's a machlokas. V'leima kedibri omer ain't Zika. What does he just say? She's permitted. He just said halachas ain't Zika. Right? That's what he should say. He says, if he would say ain't Zika avamina hani mili betray, I'd say, when did he say ain't Zika? Let's say there were two surviving brothers. So it wasn't necessarily linked to him. But let's say he'd be the only brother. Maybe there, the halach would be, he would not be permitted to marry the mother of his Yevama. Al-Bachad Yisika. He says, Lema halacha divrei omer, ain't Zika afilu b'chad. Let him say it that way. I would think, ain't Zika, even if the Yevama is still alive, I'd say that he'd be able to marry the mother-in-law. Kamash malon, lachamisa ein michayim lo. Now why? The truth is, even when she's alive, if you marry the mother-in-law, he undermines the Yibum. But the reason why he's not permitted, because he has a mitzvah. So he'll be mevatel the mitzvah of Yibum. If he marries the mother-in-law, the mother of the Yivama, it's a valid marriage. But what happens if he marries it? Then there's no Yibum any longer.
Right.
So therefore, we say when he's alive, we say he should not marry the mother of the Yivama, because then he's destroying the mitzvah of Yibum. But after she dies, the mitzvah has no relevance any longer, because Ein Zika, he's permitted to marry the mother of his Yavama, who he was never the Yibum, because she died.
We were talking about the penalties. If something
Not talking about penalty, no penalty.
here, so if he marries the mother-in-law, and if Yibam is still alive, what is the penalty?
No penalty.
There is no penalty. So
But why shouldn't he marry her? Because he has a mitzvah to do Yibum.
right,
But if he marries her, he's not able to perform the mitzvah that he had.
right.
So he's doing the wrong thing.
The wrong thing, but there's
No penalty, he's not right. Right? Tanan. Okay? So Rav Huna said, Rav Shomer Siyavim, who dies, you're permitted to marry the mother of the Yavama. Okay? Let's see the Mishnah. Let's see a little further. Rega, Tanan. Says in the Mishnah, Yevimto Shemeiso, a Yavama da muta bachosa. So now, what's the halacha? A person's fully married to a woman, and he divorces her. He's not permitted to marry the sister.
Right.
Torah says, what happens if she dies? He's permitted to marry the sister. So it says over, what about a person Yivimto Shemesa? It was a Yivama, he never performed Yibum, and then she dies. It says he's permitted to marry the sister. Right? So why don't you tell me a greater chiddush? He's permitted to marry the mother.
Well, that's what we just said.
Wait, no. Now we're quoting a Mishnah. Before we're quoting Rav. This is a Mishnah. It says in the Mishnah, Yivimto Shemesa, a Yivam who dies, muta b'achosa. So what is the connotation of b'achosa? He's permitted to marry the sister.
Right.
So b'achosa ain't b'ima lo, but the mother not. Who did not feel b'ima? No, he could even marry the mother. So if that, tell me a greater chiddush. If you could tell me a greater chiddush, you don't tell me a lesser chiddush, right? Because the halacha is even with a woman, even if you're fully married to her, if she dies, you can marry her sister.
Right.
So you can tell me that she's a vum. If she dies, you can marry the sister.
Right.
So evidently, it's to tell me the sister yes, but the mother-in-law not.
When Yibam is in progress, when it's there, when you take Yibam away, then you can.
But it says, but the inference in the Mishnah says you cannot.
Right.
Because only the sister, you can marry the sister when the Yavama dies,
Right.
not the mother-in-law. Because if it's even the mother, the Mishnah should have said a greater chiddush.
Right.
That if the Yama dies, so from the Mishnah it's indicated, not like Rav says, right? Okay, so he says, no, it's even the mother. So why did it say, V'aida the tona reisha ishto shemesa mutabachoso? Since the beginning of the Mishnah says that if a man's fully married to a woman and she dies, you're permitted to marry the sister. And over there it's only the sister and not the mother-in-law. Bachos in avod imalo. The havi yisura doraisa, that's right, that's this doraisa. Tona sefer nami, within the context of Yavama, Bachos, it's just to maintain the symmetry of the Mishnah. Good. Rav Yehuda Amar, Rav Yehuda argues, Shemeres Yavim Shemesa Osa Bima. Rav Yehuda argues with Rav, because he holds Zika, doesn't allow it. So what does Rav Yehuda hold? Yesh Zika.
Right.
That bond is enough to be the equivalent of what? Being married to a person's daughter. So v'leim halachic divri omer yesh zika. So what does Rav Yehuda say? Just you're not permitted. Let him say yesh zika. Right? Yehava amino hochi yehava amino hani bil b'chad. I'd say yesh zika. That's only if what? If he's the only yavam. No, if he's the only yavam.
Right.
Avo betray ain't zika. Maybe, but if they're two brothers, maybe he's permitted. Well, keep pligi betray pligi. The argument is by two. They're arguing by two.
Right.
That's the argument with his yesh zika ain't zika. So what does he have to say? You're not permitted the mother-in-law. Just let him say yesh zika. Yesh zika.
Are there two? So that's you say. Are there two Yibams? So
They're two yavams. They're two yavams.
Two males.
So if that's the case, what does he have to? Let him say very specifically. The machlokes Rav Yehuda and the Rabbanan, even if they're two surviving brothers, he says you're not yesh zika. So if that's the case, what does he have to say? You're not permitted to marry the mother-in-law. Say ain't zika, yesh zika, yesh zika. So we have there elo yoma hochi, because if you would say hava mira michaim, I would say maybe yesh zika is only as long as the yavam is alive. Once she's alive, you can't preempt it. You
Right.
can't. Avulachamisa pokalo zika, because zika is not literally the equivalent of marriage. Kamash malon the zika bichdi lo poka. That zika is like marriage. Just as if a man's married to a daughter, and his wife dies, he can never marry the mother-in-law.
Right.
Zika is, even though Zika is not Eshes Ish, but Zika is strong enough that even after the Yevama dies, he never fulfilled Jibum. The mother-in-law is the equivalent of a mother-in-law, and therefore he can never marry her.
Why can't we say it's the extension of the original marriage? It's an
No, but it's not
extension.
his. It's not his. He didn't marry originally.
Right,
It's his
but
brother.
It's an extension of that idea. He
No,
becomes the brother.
I understand that. That's his. Because since there's an attachment here, the question is how strong is that attachment? Is it?
Very strong.
No, but it's not like it's not the equivalent of marriage.
No.
So it's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
So is it enough to equate it to marriage, or it's less that we don't equate it to marriage?
Okay, good.
Right. So that's the reason why he had to say. So saying ain't Zika, yay Zika, I'd say it's only once as long as she's alive.
Right. And once there's no Zika,
Once she dies, but if she dies, maybe there's no Zika. Therefore, he has to say, even if she dies, he's still not permitted to marry the mother. That's Rav Yehuda.
right.
Right? We asked the question of Rav Yehuda. What do you have to say? She's not permitted to marry the mother.
He says
Just say yay Zika.
Torah is always
Chances, because I'd say yay Zika is only if she's alive.
right.
But if she dies, maybe not. He says, no, even if she dies, she's still not permitted to marry the mother.
Wow.
It's not so